Well, hello everybody. So, as you can see, I am in a hotel room. So, work had sent me to a training for this weekend. And I thought, well, while I'm here, I need to do something. So, look at what I'm doing. I'm knitting. So, I'm using my Plotolapi 100% Icelandic wool. It's gorgeous. It's wonderful. I started in the car on the drive up here. So, anyhow, I didn't want to bring my blanket because I would have had to brought my jar. It was just too much. So I thought, I got to do something. And it dawned on me in one of the comments, it was this, can you show us about felting? Make a bag. Beautiful. So here's the start of my bag. So what my intentions are is I will knit this bag. I will felt the bag. And then I will use that as a demo for the knit along to make a felted bag. So that will be coming up down the road. So if you want to knit along and knit a bag, get yourself some 100% wool. It cannot be superwash. It must be 100% pure wool. And we will knit a bag together. Like I said, this isn't the... You're more than welcome to knit along with me, crochet along with me, but I'll be doing another video after this because I want to show you the finished product first, and then we'll do the knit along. So this color's like natural, and I got white as well because I'm going to put some white in this bag. So I'm gonna knit for so long, then I'll put an inch or so of white, and then I'll go back to this natural color. And then when I get the bag as long as I want it, then we will felt it. But the thing that you got to remember with felting is if you want a 20-inch bag, like if you wanted it 20 inches wide, 30 inches or 20 inches tall, whatever, you're going to have to make it almost double. Because when you felt, it's going to shrink. So keep that in mind. When I finish this, when I get this bag made and I felt it, I will take measurements before I felt and after I felt. So that way you have an idea roughly how much shrink there's going to be. I didn't count my stitches. I just cast it on. That looks all right. So it's like I joined in the round, and now all I'm doing is knitting. How easy and how fun. Because this is going to be a nice bag once it's felted. And I wish the setup was a little bit better, but this is all I have. But when I do the actual knit along, it'll be in my normal spot. So this is just temporary. And the machine that I'm training for is huge. I mean, huge. So we drove 2 hours to get here. Then we ate breakfast. Then we went to the company that made our machine. And then they fed us lunch. Then we talked about the machine some more. And then the owner's like, "You guys ready to go get drinks?" Yeah. I don't drink. So, but I still went along, just, there were 6 of us that come from work. So I was like, yeah, I'll go. It's like, yeah, I don't drink, but that's okay. I can still go. And I did. Had a real nice dinner. I had boneless chicken wings with teriyaki sauce. They were so good. But I know this video is going to make a lot of people happy, and it's going to make some people probably not too happy, but I love my knitters too. I'm not going to leave my knitters out. And I've left my knitters out for a long time. So, here is to all of my knitting fans. I made one bag. Oh my gosh, it was a felted bag, right? And I made it big enough around. I made the straps long enough. I didn't make the body long enough. So after after I felted it, it was more like a fruit bowl. I want to cut the straps off and just use it as a fruit bowl. I'm telling you, it was a mess. It's like, Russ, what was you thinking? I don't think I was thinking. But it's all right. Because once you felt it, you can cut it and it's not going to unravel if you felt it right. It will not unravel. I got the work is paying for my overnight stay, and it's a beautiful room. I have a coffee maker, a refrigerator, a microwave, 2 queen size beds, There's a jacuzzi downstairs. There's a pool downstairs. And I've got a TV, a desk, and that's where I'm at right now, is at the desk. A lamp, a dresser. Bathroom is nice. And I do eventually will get back on a normal routine. It's just I've had some issues, but we're getting through them. And it was so nice to have so many new subscribers. It was really nice. And the knitting needles that I'm using, I don't know what I did with all my knitting needles. I went to go get my blue set, and I couldn't find them. I couldn't find my Chow. I couldn't find my Addies. I got two Addies. I got a blue case and a green case. Couldn't find neither. I have a Takumi set. Couldn't find them. I don't know where they're all at. I honestly don't. So when I get home, Russ is going to be on the hunt. And I got a really nice. Can't wait to show it to you guys when I get home. But I had a subscriber send me some Happy Mail, and I will show it to you. I got a really nice letter with it, but the letter is private, so it is what it is. And the person who sent it, I'm going to keep it. They told me I could do whatever I want. If I wanted to share who sent it, that's okay. If I want to keep them private, that's okay. And I'm going to keep them private, I believe. But I will definitely share what I will share what they sent. It is just awesome. So that will be coming out in a video here in the near future. We are under storm watch, tornado watch, hail watch. You name it, we're probably underneath it. It's windy. It was raining so hard earlier here in Chicago. You can just hear the wind. They put me on the 4th floor. Russ don't like heights. So I got my curtains drawn. It's like I keep looking at the window because it's, like I said, it's really windy. It's thundering, it's lightning. But Russ does not like heights. And this new machine, oh my gosh. It's huge. It has a built-in ladder. with a built-in catwalk. That's how huge this thing is. And I don't do heights. So I guess that's one good thing about being a supervisor. I can delegate. Whew. And there's my stitch marker. Teal. I had to put a stitch marker in so I knew where my round start and where my round stops. Because when this gets as long as I want it, I can bind off. And if I was a little bit further along, I would show you guys my stitches, because it's very loose, it's very airy, but I'm felting it, and it's going to shrink up nice. It's going to be a nice fabric. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind howling out there or not. It's been a long day for me. I'm not used to being up during the day. I'm used to sleeping. I just love this wool. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. I'm so nervous that my needles are going to come unscrewed because I didn't bring the key to make sure I can tighten them. I can't believe it's already been 19 minutes. I tell you, as soon as I turn that camera on, time flies. We all traveled in a 15 passenger van. At first, they were like gonna, whoever wants to drive can drive. Then it went to, well, we're gonna rent two vehicles, and our um, maintenance manager, he's like, well, why don't we just borrow the 15 passenger van from our sister company, and then we don't have to spend money to rent two vehicles. So it's like, yeah, why spend money if we got a vehicle that we can borrow? And we each have our own hotel room. We don't have to share. So that makes it nice. Now, doing this, you could make an infinity scarf if you wanted. Um, you can make a cowl. You can make a really beautiful scarf in the round. Make a tube and then sew both ends up, and you got a nice scarf. Double thickness. And you can also felt it and make a felted scarf. So I know y'all been saying, or y'all been hearing me say that I can knit, but I've not really shown you I knit. So this was a perfect opportunity to show you, yes, I can knit. This wool is so nice. I like it. I got enough of it, so I must like it. Another wool I have a lot of, and that's from Russia. Oh my gosh, that is so nice yarn. That is some really nice yarn. It took me a long time to find it, but I found it. It's a little village, and up until their war, I could buy from them once a year. That's all the. That's the only time I could buy from them, once a year, at a certain time, and I could only buy like 60 pounds, I think, is the most that I could buy at a time. And ever since their war, I can't buy any. Not because the village won't let me, their country won't let me. So I don't know if I'll ever be able to buy from them again. But this particular village, um, with all the modern day conveniences of producing wool, they still do it from like 150, 200 years ago. That's why that's what took me so long, is to find a village that still did that. You know, the men will shear the sheep. They will take it to the river, wash it, lay it on the rocks to dry. And after it's been on the rocks for so long, they flip it so that way it dries. Then they roll it up, cart it back to the women in the village, and the women pick through it, comb it out, and then they spin it. I've not been able to show that yarn yet. It's in one of the totes. I'm just not there yet. I've got a lot of the Russian yarn. A lot. And one of the good things about the Russian yarn is it still has, when the men wash it out in the river, they don't get, it's not a chemical wash. So the lanolin is still on this wool. It's like, oh, it is so nice to work with. I'm using size 8 knitting needle, and they're from the Mindful collection. Not sure if they only were making this set for a little while, so I'm not sure um, if you could even get this set anymore. You might be able to find some places with it on clearance. But it's a nice little set. Oh my goodness, it's 30 minutes. Well, I guess I need to wrap it up then, don't I? We're getting there. We're getting there. There we go. I know it's hard to see right now, but anyhow, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I love you, and I will see you on my next video, okay? Bye.